exactly where I'm standing. I'm standing right on the 38-yard line.
It's like, come on, man. Come on, man.
All right, first down for the Coyotes. Ball on the 37. 8:47 remaining. Ball game still tied. Still. McNair in the shotgun. The breezy to his right. There's the snap. And they're going to go dead.
Flags all over.
All right, the false start on the Coyotes. Now pushing back 5 yards. Those are some of the mistakes you cannot make.
Nope.
Especially when you get a first down, get a 4 yards short. So now you got 15 yards instead of 10. Makes it a little bit difficult. But let's see what the Coyotes are capable of. He's going twins on both sides. Melissa has a linebacker look like a switch. There's a snap. He's looking right. He's going right, and it's almost intercepted. They were right to the books, and the defender got his hand.
Number 25 is the one
He dropped back into coverage. It looked like he was blitzing, and he drops back.
They got him as a defensive end or outside
All right, they're going trips this time. Melissa looks like they're doing a blitz. Now they're going to throw it underneath the plate. Drops it.
Incomplete.
Mr. Blake should have caught that ball.
Yeah. I'm not sure how far he could have got. Catch. All right, let's drop that away. All right, they're going to hurry up back to the line. That's on the right side. There's the snap. McNair looking right, looking back left. He's going to dump it over the middle to He's going to pick over the down field.
In the Cardinals territory, went to the first. Coyote first down.
Tri-Town comes in the backfield, so we're going with 2 running backs this time. They're still sticking with 2 high safeties. There's a snap. McNair's going to give it to Dubar. He's going to throw ahead for about 2 or 3 yards.
Hand off to Dubar at the middle. 9-4 to the 39-yard line.
I'm not going to say that.
I'm not quite sure where
I saw where the ball landed. I'm just
I
saying.
got a pair of glasses these referees borrow.
All right. 2nd and 9. What they're going to say.
They make a shift. Defense shifts.
Yep. 1 safety. Here's going to go all the way.
I don't think he can.
Yeah, well, it looks like Dubar was also sitting for timeout.
You know, when the defense shifts, man, they're not lined up obviously directly in front of them. They do the shift thing.
It's going to knock the line out of balance.
Well, it makes the quarterback, since he knows what he's going to play, you know, if there's a gap play or a little screen pass or something like that, you know, or long, whatever the play is, you know, that messes the quarterback up.
Yeah.
And he was like, oh, wait a minute. He had 3 seconds left, and I think the coaches called it.
Yeah, coaches were calling it. Dubar was calling it. It was
7 minutes, 42 seconds.
Yep. It's 2nd and 9.
Coach Barr's over there talking to his guys. Telling them what to do. He said, hey guys, whatever the defense does.
This is why you practice. Oh, he goes trips to the right. 2nd and 9. That's the 50. Two line safety. It's a low snap on the ground. Picks it up. Now he's going to unleash it. He's throwing it deep, and it is caught.
McNair's pass
Goodness gracious.
All right, Coyotes are going with 2 running backs, twins to the right. There's a snap it's going to give to Dunbar. He's going to get stacked up and dropped back.
Extra point try for the Coyotes. No good.
Four guys.
Yeah, Brown got behind the defense, and for some reason his momentum carried him out of bounds. That should have been a walk-in touchdown. But I could have sworn he went out.
Touchdown was good. I had called it. Extra point try, no good.
They have to discuss every hand size they got. It's absolutely ridiculous.
Touchdown is good.
But right now, the score is David
6. Anna, Melissa. I like the guy, the people in the box next to us earlier raised their hand like, what the heck was that? It's like, he didn't signal touchdown.
No, he didn't, because when he went out of bounds, I'm like, if he's falling, he should have at least waved the ball over the pylon or something. But hey, it's 6 points.
Yeah. Would have been nice to know.
Yeah, would have been nice to know. I mean, I saw them celebrating earlier, but they never put it up to the board.
Fair catch called for a minute.
I have to tell you, I feel like we got it shaken already.
Well, you know what? If they can make any more confusing calls like that, I'll be shaking.
Apparently around the distance.
Oh, wait a minute. We just scored another touchdown.
Argyle playing Grandview at Grandview.
Become an episode of South Park all of a sudden.
Well, I mean,
Currently, 4:05 into the first. Parrish and Terrell tied 7-7.
Paris and Terrell tied 7-7. Yes.
All right, so Melissa goes back on the offensive. Coyotes back on the defense. Ball's marked at the 20. I could have sworn he caught that in. No, that's on 25. All right. There's the snap. Quarterback's throwing right. Now he completes it to the near side. He's going to get tackled. Maybe a gain of 2 or 3 on the play.
He was met by Elijah Robertson, number 12.
Yeah, number 12 and number 85, Roman Frazier. Roman Frazier is a heat-seeking missile. I spoke with that young man. He says he just likes hitting people.
Yeah, that's good.
He has 2 siblings, by the way. All right. And there's the handoff, goes up the middle, maybe 3 yards on the play. It's going to bring up 3rd and 6.
I'm telling you, where they mark this football is just absolutely amazing to me. I can't.
Look how far these receivers are. They're not bunched up or anything. I mean, they are spread out wide. All right, play action. He's throwing to the near side. It's going to skip to him and be incomplete. 4th down for the Cardinals.
Number 11, the quarterback for Melissa, is a senior.
Yeah, I think he just got too excited. The receiver was wide open, but he skipped it. I mean, I know that it's about 30 yards from where he was standing.
Yeah, it wasn't even it was like
it was low.
Maybe came out of his hand or something.
Yeah, maybe so. But I mean, yeah, he was open on the sideline and for the 1st down, and it just skipped.
Mr. Adams, Jameson Adams, number 15, is back.
Ball is up, almost blocked. It's going to take a short bounce. They call Peter, so Coyotes will get it near the midfield. That should be at the 49-yard line.
Melissa's 49-yard line.
All right, that's where the Coyotes will take over with 6:24 remaining here in the first quarter.
And remember, Melissa's kicking and passing into the wind. So it's in our favor now.
Now, next quarter,
it will not be.
Yeah.
And it's pretty windy.
You don't have to tell me. I'm up here in the nice, warm booth with you.
I know. Kind of feel sorry for the broadcast team for Melissa, don't you?
Well,
for about 5 seconds.
Hey, we've been there.
Yeah, we have. All right.
They're going to go trips to the right side, and Chi-Town checks in. Jordan Coyote. There's a snap. McNair looking, McNair throwing, McNair hitting Brown on the outside. It's going to be dropped.
Yep, number 88.
Oh, man, you got to pull that all the way in. I know when it gets out there, that the defender is flailing his arms, trying to get the hand in there, but you got to pull that in and just secure it.
Yeah, you really do. Catch it and put it in you. Yep.
All right, they're going to switch out running backs. Here comes Dubar. There's a snap. McNair looking left. Now he's going to throw it over Dubar's hands just out of the backfield.
Yeah, Dubar didn't really have a chance to get that.
No, yeah, he threw it a little too far.
Well, it had a lot of zoop on it, and it was just
chased,
foot above his hands.
Yeah.
Yep, good catch. Third down, ball on the 49-yard line.
6:14 remaining. Tell you what, they need to get it to Brooks. Just, looked like Melissa's going to show blitz. They're going to back out of it. No high safety. There's a snap. McNair looking left. Now he's going to unload it back to Brown. Brown's going to battle. Brown's going to make the grab. Brown's going to walk into the end zone.
We got it
and he's going to
again.
get a flag for taunting. But yeah, he caught him and he had him beat, but that's going to be a taunting penalty.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, he was dancing all the way into the end zone.
Not sure that there he goes.
That's
I mean,
little unnecessary.
The
he did have him beat, but
the coverage was amazing. But he caught that ball, kind of got mossed.
Yeah.
Not sure what the call is.
Usually the touchdown was stamped. Wow, they're going to take away the score.
Wow.
Usually the score stands, but I guess in this case it does not. Unbelievable. That was unnecessary.
Yeah. He would be sitting down if he was playing for me.
Yeah. I mean, you had him, you got him twice. Just score. Just score and go.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, no,
It hurts.
Yeah, it does.
5:59 remaining in the first quarter. First down for the Coyotes from the 20. McNair throwing underneath to Blakely, who drops it.
Drops it again.
Incomplete pass off the right side.
I don't know that I agree with that call. I mean, typically that type of
The score counts, but then you're penalized afterwards. But maybe he should have scored and then celebrated. But, I mean, that was, it's unnecessary.
Just run in.
Yeah. That's your celebration. You run and score that touchdown. I mean, it's really all you need to do. All right, now it's going to be a false start on the Coyotes. So this is when you start unraveling. You have it all laid out for you. You just complete the little things, and this is not what you want. Going to be 2nd and 15 for the Coyotes from the 25-yard line.
Man, oh man.
He's going trips to the right. There's a snap. McNair looking left. Now he's going to dump it out. It's going to get intercepted. Intercepted as he threw it to Dunbar. And this is one of the reasons why you cannot afford to make silly mistakes like that. The Coyotes just back-to-back bad mistakes, and now the ball goes back to Melissa. So you go from being up 12-0 to, now it's still 6-0, and Melissa has the ball. They're going to mark it at the 21-yard line. They're going to go trips to the right side. They need another defender over here.
I'm speechless. I'm absolutely speechless.
And it's going to be a draw as the running back goes to the right side, and he breaks free, and it's out of bounds. It's going to be first down for the Cardinals. Referee's going to mark him out where?
44-yard line.
44, thank you. They were battling all the way up the sideline.
Their own 44-yard line.
Yeah.
They do a hurry-up offense.
All right. They're going to be a give to the running back, and that's not a hold, but a great tackle right there by that Bono. Bono with a great tackle in the open field.
Yeah, I mean, it was.
It should be a hold on Melissa. Tell us. There it is, holding on Melissa. The ball gets marked back.
What I don't understand is why did it take him 5 minutes to do a holding call?
I saw the hold. Did you see the hold?
I did. I mean, I don't know what circus these referees came from, but
yeah. Anna still leads 6-0 with 5:27 remaining in the first quarter. They've got no one on this side. There's going to be the give to the running back. He's going to go up the middle where he meets a pack of Coyotes and taken down.
Oh, yeah.
They
were all over him. C.J. Miller again on the tackle. Number 11, Abraham Nadofor.
Melissa goes with trips on the right side. And they go with a tight end on the far side. One running back. There's the snap. He's looking left. He's going to heave it to the sideline, and it's going to make a grab on the far side, but he's tackled there by Jamison Adams.
But he was open. He was open in the flat, wide open.
Yeah,
there wasn't anybody on him.
I think they pulled the 3 up and then pulled the guy underneath. So now it's going to be 3rd and 8 for the Cardinals. They're doing quick hurry up.
He did a little thing with his jersey. You don't know what that means.
Yep. There's the snap. He's looking right. He's throwing right. He's throwing high, hard, and there's a first down. The receiver's wide open on the far sideline. Ball's going to be marked at the 43-yard line. First down for Melissa.
Adams and Frazier were both over there, but again, that quarterback has a bullet.
He got a cannon.
Ooh.
There's a snap. It's going to be a play action. Throws it back to the sideline and unable to make the catch as the first guy, and finally gets roped down and tackled. But
not quite sure why we're playing so far off of the outside receiver. I mean, we're playing back 10 yards almost.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, look.
All right, there's the snap. It's going to be a give to the running back who's going to plow to the left and cut back up to the middle and take it down at the 28-yard line.
Abram Greer on the tackle, number 42.
Number 42, Abram Greer.
All right, well, Melissa is moving the ball, and they are going quick pace. 2nd down and 6 for the Cardinals. There's the snap. Play action. He's looking right. Wide open receiver on the far side again, and he's going to lean forward to get the first down.
I'm telling you.
They are playing very far.
I'm telling you, Robertson is playing way too far out for this receiver guy.
He's giving him a 10-yard cushion.
He's way too far out. I'd be in his face.
Yeah. Well, let's see if he gets him to the oak and go, as they call it. Because he's been feasting just underneath, so he could be looking to set him up. There's a snap. Quarterback looking right, throwing right, wide open, and walks into the end zone, number 1, and that'll be a touchdown for Melissa. But like I said earlier, you make those silly mistakes on your end, and then you end up paying for it in the long run.
Number 85, Fraser was.
Yeah. He was
Let
beating
him
on
get,
the inside.
Yep. He wasn't in his pocket.
No. And I mean, number 5, he's a little guy, so he's probably quick and shifty. But yeah, that was this is what happens when you make compound mistakes.
Yep.
Like we were talking about in the pregame. Up, and it is good. And Melissa now takes the lead, 7-6 with 3:24 remaining in the first quarter.
I'm still going back to the touchdown that we made that I don't think we knew we made.
Yeah.
And I think the offensive play, I think they were running an offensive play to score a touchdown.
Yeah.
I have to tell you, I know for a fact had we scored a touchdown, we wouldn't have gone for a 2-point conversion.
Yeah.
The communication was
terrible.
Was absolutely terrible.
Because I don't recall referee signaling touchdown.
He didn't. I mean, you could see where he went out of bounds at the 1 yard line.
Yeah, and they marked it at the 3, which is really.
Well, they put the ball on the hash mark where you would normally
kick the extra
point. But I don't think I never saw him call a touchdown. I never saw that.
Yeah. But man, it's
and then I go to the unsportsmanlike conduct thing where he could have just ran it into the end zone. And
really, that is all he had to do.
It would have been 13-0.
Yeah. 13-0. Melissa on their heels, and them trying to, it would be a complete difference. All right, it's a high pop-up. They're going to fair catch it right there at the 31-yard line, and that's where the Coyotes will take over. Melissa is ahead 7-6 with 3:24 remaining here in the first quarter.
Number 88, Mr. Brown is probably going to get half his hiney chewed off.
If he hasn't already had it.
Yeah.
All right, they're going to go trips to the near side.
They play Melissa plays a similar offense, if not the same offense that we do.
There's the snap. It's going to be a give to Dunbar, who picks his way up the middle and plows his way for about 3 yards, but they're probably only going to give him 2.
It looks like he made it to 2 yards.
Yeah, they made it to 34.
Makes his way to the 34-yard line.
All right, so it's going to be 2nd and 7, 2nd and 8, 2nd and 8 for the Coyotes.
Dunbar on the screen.
Yeah. All right, now he's going to go trips to the left side. And there's the snap. McNair play action, throws it underneath, and oh man, the receiver was looking behind him, and the ball threw it to him and went right over his shoulder.
Armio turned around, and I'm not so sure that the ball was. I don't know if he was throwing it to Armio or if he was throwing it to Mr. Brown.
Yeah.
Number 88.
And he was standing there, but he short-armed it and just looked behind him.
Yep.
All right. Coyotes, it is 3rd and 8, and Melissa's showing blitz. They are running guys up to the line of scrimmage and dropping them back. Now they're only going to send 4. It's thrown to, Sean Steens drops it. He had it right there at the first down.
He got right when he got hit, the ball came out. So they called it incomplete.
Yeah. Okay. You mentioned this earlier in the game. You have to catch the ball. Hit your hands. You have to catch the ball.
You got to catch the ball. You can't be stupid doing things to get into the end zone like that.
Yeah.
You can't. It's just we're playing a good football team, and we can't make mistakes.
Not mistakes like these. These are middle school. All right, there's the punt. It's a spiral, and it runs into a Coyote, and the ball bounces, and there's a flag, and it's inside the 20, and they're going to kick it, which means they're probably going to stop it probably at the 22.
There is a flag.
Yeah, there is a flag.
And the head referee can barely.
Well, yeah.
I had no room.
We got the Benny Hill response.
Yeah. Here they are talking. There we go. Yep.
right, so unnecessary roughness on the Coyotes. They're going to add 15 yards to the end of the kick.
Yeah, but he downed it back here on the 15-yard line. Why is he standing on the 29-yard line?
Well, I could have sworn they started kicking the ball when it was down on the 22, so it shouldn't even been up on the 29, unless they're going to mark that's where he made contact with it first, because I think it hit a Coyote right there before it took a bounce. So they're going to have to walk off 15 yards from the 29, and that's where Melissa's going to take over. Once again, small little mistakes, things that are very avoidable. Oh, maybe that's okay. Maybe the 29 is where. Well, hold on.
These referees can't find their
All
butt
right,
with
here we
both
go.
hands.
Here we go. Now they're going to walk the penalty off. Because both teams are getting ready to line up. So the ball is going to be marked at the 49-yard line of Melissa, and that's where they're going to take over with 2:18 remaining.
I'm speechless.
Yeah. You had firm control of this, and I don't know what's happening. Play action. Quarterback's going to keep it and run. He's going to get through into Coyote territory, where he's finally taken down after a gain of 7 on the play.
It took a few Coyotes to put him down.
Yeah.
Number 96, number 90.
Number 15.
Yeah.
That was looked like a busted play, and he just took off running.
Miller and Boyd initially.
There's a snap. It's going to be a handoff to the running back, who's going to break free. Now he's going to pick up the first down and get inside the 45 down to the 44-yard line.
C.J. Miller on the tackle.
Yep. First down for the Cardinals with 1:46 remaining. They're going hurry up again. Trips to the left. Quarterback's calling something. There's the snap. It's a draw to the running back, who busts free and picks about 8 or 9 yards on the carry. He took it to the tackle on the right side, outside tackle.
Miller and Adolfo on the tackle.
Honestly, I thought he was thrown over here. He motioned something to the receivers. Now they're going to go with 3 wides. 1 tight end. There's the give to the running back. He's going to go run right up the middle and runs into Notifer, who breaks the tackle, and looks like Greer finally wrestles him down on the 31-yard line.
And that is Melissa first down.
Yes, sir. They're moving the ball at will.
And they're lined up ready to go, man.
Yeah. There's no second guessing what they're doing.
Nope.
All right, play action. Quarterback looking left. He's going to throw it, and it's through the hands of number 13.
Oh man, I'm telling you, if Adams would have been just a little bit closer,
oh, he's taking that one.
He would have taken that one to the bank, but not today.
Yeah. Coyotes need to shake the cobwebs off over here. All right, they've gone trips to the far side. Quarterback fakes it, and that should be a false start. Hard count on the Cardinals.
I'm wondering if we got 12 men on the field.
No. He did a hard snap. He's been doing that. They get set, and then he does a hard snap, and then they call the play. So they go into formation. He fakes the snap, and then they call the play.
Right.
All right, there's the snap. It's a high one. They throws it tight end. It's wide open. Nobody over there, and he's going to plow his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
Oh my goodness.
That was blown coverage. If I unfortunately saw it, no one covered the tight end. He just took off running, free run.
That was Elijah Robertson's side of the field.
Well, they've been pulling him to this side when they do trips. So it's either up to the safety or the linebacker to pick up that tight end, and no one covered him at all. He just
not anybody.
No, he was just over there all alone.
And when Jamison Adams,
by the time he got over there, it was
late.
Yeah, it was too late. All right, the extra point. It's up, and it is good. All right, so the score now is Melissa Cardinals 14, Anna Coyote 6 with 36 seconds remaining. So, David, we go back to when the Coyotes should have been up 13-0. Probably would have been 14-0 had they known that they had scored a touchdown.
That's correct.
Earlier, and we had a circus of craziness occur.
No, just call it as it is. We have a bunch of referees that came from Ringling Brothers and Barnum and Bailey.
Yeah, so the referees messed up that call, and then the unsportsmanlike conduct celebration into the end zone.
Celebrating before he got into the end
Yeah.
zone, and that's probably why
The
they threw the
touchdown.
flag. Had he gone into the end zone and then celebrated, the touchdown would have counted.
Yeah.
But we would have had that 15-yard penalty assessed on the kickoff.
And then we had a false start, and then right after that, an interception.
Right.
And then now we have 14 points on the Melissa scoreboard. So from going up potentially, should have been 14-0. Now
Yep.
Coyotes trail by 8.
Yep.
So calamity of errors in favor of Melissa. Melissa really hasn't done much other than that blown coverage, and there's going to be a fair catch near the 30-yard line.
And if you notice that the kicker kicks it the same side of the field, the same height, and it's always a fair catch on the 30
And now
yard.
there's a penalty.
By number 82, Steens.
So Sean Steens with the fair catch on the 30, and they're talking to Coach Parr about the penalty.
So again, you got two referees out there that are holding two footballs and have absolutely no idea what they're doing.
All right, so it's a 5-yard penalty after the walk-off. Ball's going to be on the 35-yard line. First down for the Coyotes. 36 seconds remaining. Coyotes trail by 8. And looks like Melissa, they're going to go with 2 high safeties. They're going to bring one down into the box. Looks like he's gonna cover Brooks. All right, they're
Looks like
showing
a blitz.
blitz.
Oh, he's backing up.
All right, there's a snap. He's gonna throw it to Brown. Brown makes the reception, but gets tackled right away with a gain of 3 on the play. Jonathan Brown making sure he corrals that one in. It's gonna be 2nd and 7
There to Brown.
for the Coyotes. No,
14 seconds left.
I think they're just are they gonna let this quarter die out? Because they have not been going with their typical hurry up offense. They got 5 seconds. And there's the snap. He's looking left, throws it wide of Brooks. Brooks was coming back for it, and he ends up throwing it between 2 receivers. That's gonna bring up 3rd and 7. And that's gonna bring the end of the first quarter. Melissa 14, Coyotes 6. It's going to be 3rd and 7 for the Coyotes. Ball marked on the 38-yard line of Anna. Coyotes are going with 4 wide, 2 on each side. There's a snap. McNair looking right. He's going to get chased. Now he's going to throw it underneath. There's the reception made, but it's going to fall short of the first down. That was Steens. Going to be about 3 yards shy of the first down for the Coyotes.
It's 4th down.
So they're going to punt it.
You know, they've had some success on the deep ball a little bit to that one side.
Yeah, I don't know.
Unless they made an adjustment on whoever their cornerback was or their safety.
Yeah, well,
on the defense.
you know what? You got 3, 4 really good receivers. That's going to be a flag. That could be a Coyote first down because it was 4th and 3, and if he jumped off sides, that's going to be a Coyote first down. Ball is rolled down to the inside the 25, where that's going to stop around the 24-yard line. So it should be first down for the Coyotes. I say that, but you know what?
Now they have to run over to each other, and
They got to talk about it first.
what do you think, George? I don't know. Fred, what do you think? Let's ask Ethel. Maybe she's got an answer.
The guy jumped off sides. Jumped off sides.
It's
4th and 3.
This isn't brain surgery. Offsides. Yep.
First down,
First down.
Coyotes.
You were right, Chris. Right on.
I mean, I've only been watching football half of my life. I didn't need to. Okay, I'll be nice. I'm sorry. I guess at least they're checking to make sure they get the call correct. All right, Coyotes with the first down. Ball's on the 47-yard line. His mic is still on,
Yep.
but it's 11:07 remaining.
They have no idea what to do.
Yeah, Melissa goes with all 10 men in the box, so this should be a green light. Should be a green light to go deep, but we shall see. We'll see what they're going to do. Looks like they're showing blitz. They're going to back out of the box now. All right, there's the snap. McNair looking right. He's going to get chased. He's going to throw it underneath. There's Brooks with the catch, but he falls down for a gain about 1. He was running laterally and lost his footing and fell down. Man.
You know, sometimes they take these guys as cleats. So there's so much tape on there that
Yeah, they can't get any traction. And you know what? And it's been raining, a couple days, so sure that field has a little bit of moisture on it. 2nd and 9 for the Coyotes. He's on trips to the right. McNair gets a snap. He's looking right. He pumps. Now he's getting chased. Now he's going to step up in the middle. Now McNair's going to run for it. McNair gets pulled down near midfield. A gain of about 5 on the play.
Man, he had it wide open.
Yeah.
He had a semi-truck to drive through. And of course he saw that, and so did they. But he picked up
a couple. It's going to be 3rd and 6. Could have sworn he picked up a little bit more than that, but Melissa's showing blitz. They're showing blitz. There's the snap. McNair looking. McNair's got to throw it. He's going to heave it, and it's going to go behind Brooks.
A little bit of pass interference.
Yeah, he did get bumped, but no flag on the play. It's going to bring up 4th down for the Coyotes again. Man, they were given a gift there, and unfortunately could not convert. So Cody Vega comes out for the punt. They've got 2 men back. If I were you, I'd call my best 4th down conversion play right here. They've got 2 men back. There's the snap. It's high. Vega, just gets it between the Melissa players. He's going to let it bounce over his head. Takes an and a bounce, and they're going to corral it down near the 2-yard line. Wow, he had 2 guys closing in on him, and Vega is able to, as they say, split the trees, split the defenders.
Yeah.
He gets it off, and it gets a good bounce down to the 2-yard line, and that's where Melissa's going to take over with 9:41 remaining. Coyotes trail by 8. Let's see what they're called. All right, Jefferson Davis, number 9.
Here's where you bring it right here.
Yeah.
Get safety.
You should send the house on this one. There's going to be the give to the running back. He's going to plow ahead and pushing his way across the 5, but no further. Referee's going to mark it at the 5. I was about to say he did not get any further than that.
I thought before, but
Well, yeah.
You got ringing brothers out there.
Generous spot. 2nd and 7 for Melissa. There's the snap. Quarterback looking. There's a flag, and number 5's wide sideline. He's going to Robertson and get tossed out of bounds by number 34.
I don't understand why number 12 plays so far deep back.
Well, remember
They
last week.
burn him every single time.
Well, last week he was burnt. This week he's giving him a cushion, but they're picking on him underneath. So that's going to be a penalty on Melissa, and that's going to be half the distance. But yeah, last week, you know, he got hit up a few times deep. This time he's giving them a cushion, and they are chewing away a time underneath.
Man, oh man.
But like I said, as a cornerback, you have to have a short memory.
Yes.
You just have to go back out there and play again. I mean, he's hanging in there, but yeah, they got to come up with something for those underneath routes. All right, Melissa's going to go with twins on the left side. Flag is still down on the field. Referee hasn't picked it up yet. Oh, there he comes. There he comes.
One of the referees can barely run.
Yeah. Ball is on the. Why is the ball's not on the 5? The ball should be on the 3. I think that's where. Okay, they just substituted after they were set. Is that not illegal substitution? Or they called timeout?
I couldn't tell you.
Now they spot the ball correctly. Ball is on the 2-yard line. Or the 3. Ball's on the 3. There's a snap. Quarterback looking right. No pass rush. He's got all day back there in the end zone. Finally, they get somebody on him. Now they're going to close in. Wide open. It's number 5.
Oh.
And he drops it. And I thought
Man.
Dennis Jefferson was going to pick that one up, and it just scoots right past his hand. Unbelievable. That was close. It's 3rd and 7 for Melissa. But, man, if you ever needed a gift, that was it right there.
That was a gimme. Man, that would have been a
Yeah, he was open, and Jefferson was closing on him, and he dropped it, and it almost fell right into his lap. All right, Melissa's shifting people around, and so Anna makes adjustments. It's 3rd and 9. Quarterback back there. He's looking. It's wide out open, and he makes a grab near the 20-yard line, number 13. Yeah, he was laying down the sideline before Robinson was able to make the tackle. They got trips on the far side, and there's going to be a handoff to the running back. He's going to get pounded and sweeps his way to the left side and finally taken down after a gain of 3 on the play. Yeah. Number 13 was over here all alone for a while, and now they identify. They're sending the receivers opposite way. He pump fakes. Now he's going to scramble back underneath. Number 9 is wide open. Now he's got to chase him. He's going to throw the ball, and he makes the grab.
Here's what's
incomplete.
Here's 12 is not watching that guy.
Yeah.
He's watching the quarterback, and he's watching the other side of the field, and he's backing up, and he's got 20 yards between him and the guy that's wide open.
Yeah.
I mean, he's not watching what he's supposed to do.
He's dropping back to the safety position.
You look at him, watch what he's not even looking at those guys right there.
He's watching the quarterback. He's got to stay underneath.
That's what they're telling him to do. I don't know, but he's not even watching the receivers. All
right, there's the snap. Quarterback's looking right. He's going to throw it to the middle. Number 19 makes the grab, and Adams and number 34 take him down. That's be a Melissa first down as he makes it to the 36-yard line. 7:57 remaining.
That pass complete. Stewart and Miller combined on the stop for the Coyotes.
All right, they're going to run a bunch trips on the right side this time. There's a snap. It's going to give to the running back. He's going off the left tackle. No one's going to touch him for at least 7 yards. Yeah, 7 untouched.
And they're doing a hurry-up offense, man. They're
yeah. There's the snap. It's another to number 12 as he on the left side and finally gets taken down after he picks up a first down over there. I think that was Jefferson with the tackle.
Yep, number 11.
Sorry.
Nodofor.
Yeah, Nodofor. And then who was that back there? That number 3, I'm sorry.
We can't even make – we're not even making that. We're
timeout for the Coyotes. I think they have a lot to discuss. They're just giving up gobs of yards back to back.
Well, they're not prepared defensively.
No. I mean, Melissa, what they're doing, they do a set, and then while the play's going on, the receivers all flood the opposite side.
And it again, I'm kind of shocked at these cornerbacks.
They're giving them
he's playing way too far out, and he's not watching He doesn't even know where the receiver is, and by the time the quarterback, the ball's way faster than you are.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. By the time the receiver has at least minimum 10 yards underneath.
Yeah, I mean he's paying attention to the quarterback, not the receiver.
Yeah.
They complete passes on that on the outside here every single time.
Yeah, there's nobody covering the flats. So it's going to be first down for Melissa. Ball on the 47-yard line. 7:22 remaining in the first half. Melissa's going to go twins on the near side on the right and one single receiver to the left. Got a tight end and a running back. Shotgun formation. There's the snap. It's a play action. He throws it to the left side, and once again that cushion. He fumbles the ball, but he picks it back on top of it. Going to be marked at the 38-yard line.
Cervini.
Yeah, Cervini stripped him.
Stripped him, but it bounced in his favor.
Yeah.
Or else he might have got that one.
Yeah, he should have stayed with it. Knocked it free. Here's another cushion. It's going to be a give to the running back. He's going to pick his way up the middle, but not get too far, maybe a yard on the play. It's going to be 3rd and 4 for Melissa.
T.J. Miller just drove him to the ground.
Every now and then, C.J. Miller just comes in and imposes his will.
Yep, he does. He absolutely does.
And there's very little they can do about it. 3rd down, ball on the 40. There's the snap. It's going to be a give to the running back who plows his way through the middle, still on his feet, fighting inside the 30, wrestled down to the 26-yard line.
Number 3, Cervini, man, he was like riding him like a horse,
Yeah.
and he just finally said, that's it, and he just started twisting, and finally the guy went down.
All right, there's the snap. Give it once again to the running back who fights his way up the middle, and Jamison Adams comes up and tosses him down. Wow, like a bag of groceries, but he picked up 11 yards on the play. Yeah, they are running right up the gut of the Coyotes, and there's very little resistance right now. There's the snap. It's going to be another give to the running back, and he's going to get stopped and tackled finally. Looks like Stewart made the initial hit.
Nadeau for number 11. He plowed in there. He was a little bit too fast in the run. He had a little piece of him, but he
not
ran.
a good angle.
Nope.
Ball on the 13-yard line. 2nd and 8 for the Card. There's the snap. It's a play action. Quarterback scrambling right, dumps it off to the running back. Running back is going to get hit by Bono. That's Jefferson, and tosses him out of bounds inside the 10.
Again, they're already set. Cardinals not to play. Number 7 is limping.
Yeah, he's limping just a little bit, but he's making his way back to the line. That's the tight end who broke free for the last touchdown. They're going to call timeout because he's not doing well. But yeah, that last touchdown they scored, he was wide open. But yeah, remember this drive started back on the 3.
Yep.
And they've methodically moved the ball down most of the yards up the middle. If not to the flats.
They get it out to the flat every single time.
And there's nobody there.
There's nobody there. He's playing way too far deep. They gain another 10 yards. Now they got it out of the end zone, and they just start smash-mouthing it up the middle. Boom, 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 boom. And these guys, the ball gets back. They set it. They snap the ball.
They already have the set.
Defensively, we're just not. We're not ready.
No. They have the set before they have the next formation before the play even runs. So once that play's over, they're already in the next formation. We shall see. They've got an uncovered tackle on this side, it looked like. So they're probably going to bring someone in motion. Wait a minute. Isn't that an illegal formation? I could be wrong, but
well, doesn't matter if we're right. They're the ones on the field.
Yeah, well, I just saw an uncovered tackle on the near side there.
So he number 90 tackled. He made a good tackle on that play.
Yeah, he's got trips to the left, but there's there's no one covering over here. He's got it tight end, running back. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure. Okay, now he's covered. Yeah, that last play there was nobody there. And we'll throw it to the middle, wide open.
Wide open.
The guy who we brought in there's a penalty. But yeah, the guy who we brought in motion as tight end just ran right over there and nobody picked him up.
Cervani and Bono were.
They were back there.
Bono was, I mean, it was right in the middle, right there. Not sure what the penalty is, but there is a flag.
After the score, there's unsportsmanlike conduct. Yeah, see, that's how you celebrate. You celebrate after you score the touchdown.
That's right, not before.
Not before. But I could have sworn that play before that they had an uncovered tackle on the right side. But like I said, I've only been watching football half an hour.
Yeah, I know.
All right, there's the snap. The kick is up, and it is good. And the new scores, Melissa Cardinals 21, Coyotes 6 with 4:43 remaining in the first half.
You know, we had this game, we had a little bit of control of this game in the beginning.
Yeah.
And again, making these mistakes, drop passes, unsportsmanlike conduct, celebrations, false starts. They're not catching the ball. I mean,
blowing coverages.
Playing too far back on
that. Yeah, once it starts rolling, it's like a snowball, and there's, no way you can stop that. So, unfortunately.
Paris and Terrell are still tied 7-7.
Yeah. Where are they going? They're down on this side. Oh, it's a big kickoff penalty. So the ball's not going to be marked on the 40. It needs to be marked 15 yards further back. Yeah, there you go. So they're going to be kicking it from the 25.
We should have decent field position on
We
this.
should, but man.
4 minutes and 43 seconds left in the first half. Melissa again is kicking from their 25-yard line.
Facing the southern end zone, so they're kicking with the wind.
They're kicking with the wind.
When it's driving back and there's nobody there, is he going to let it go into the end zone? And it does.
Yeah, he booted that one.
Yeah.
Well,
he's a pretty good kicker. He can kick it up in the air. He can blast it deep.
He landed in the end zone. They know we're going to start at the 25-yard line or the 20-yard. The 25 or 20?
Should be the 25.
I know it's the 25 in the NFL, so maybe
it's usually if they kick it out of bounds and they take it at 30.
Yep.
So this one ensures that, hey, no matter what the penalty, they're still takes it at the 25. Coyotes first down and 10. They go with their regular spread offense. There's the snap. McNair looking left. Now he's going to throw it out to the outside. Brown makes the grab, makes the man miss, but he's going to get wrapped up and taken down near the 33-yard line.
Which is almost first down. At
almost. He's got
8.
He's got about 2 or 3 more to go. Second down for the Coyotes. I don't understand why don't they go with the hurry up.
I don't either, because that works for us every single time we run.
Oh yeah. When we get in our groove, that's the offense we should be running. But we'll see. There's a snap. He's going to throw it underneath back to Brown. Brown's going to get a screen, bounces to the outside, spins around and gets outside the 40 and loses a shoe.
But that's a Coyote first down.
Coyote first down. Ball's going to be at the 41.
First down.
First down on the 41 for the Coyote. There's the snap. It's going to give it to Dubar. Dubar's going to go up the middle and pick up a couple. He might have made it to the 45.
Dubar with the
Now
carry.
let's do the hurry up again, fellas.
45-yard line.
Don't give their defense a time to make their adjustment.
Yeah, 2nd and 6 for the Coyotes. 3:33 remaining in the first half. There's a snap. McNair looking left. He's going to unload it to Brown. Brown makes the catch, fights a man off, but he made it to the 48.
To about the 48-yard line.
Going to be 3rd down for the Coyotes. 3rd and about 4.
Those
3rd and 3.
they have not run that play that we scored the touchdown on.
No. I mean, they ran it twice, and they scored 2 touchdowns. There's a give to Doom. His way through the middle. Plows his way for a first down into Melissa territory.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, that kid is he's a heck of a running back.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, he very seldom is he shut down initially
Yeah.
by the first tackler.
Ball's going to be on the 48 of the Cardinals. First down for the Coyotes. There's the snap. McNair looking right. Now he's going to unload it right. And Steens with the catch on the far side. Should be a gain of 7 on the play.
Yeah, Steens was right there, caught the ball, didn't drop it.
No.
41-yard line.
Tell you what, I mean, this is a very talented wide receiver core. They just got to secure those catches. 2nd and 3 for the Coyotes. There's the snap. It's going to be a give to Dubar. He's going to run up the middle. He's going to plow ahead for another Coyote first down as he makes his way across the 35-yard line down to the 34.
Dubar straight ahead, past the 35 to the 34.
All right, 2:25 remaining. Coyotes on the move.
Down.
Yep, he's good. He's a fantastic running back.
Oh, yeah. You get the defense off a little bit with some of those passes, get some of those linebackers out of the middle. It can open up things for Dubar. Coyotes are going to go with trips on the left side.
And the offensive line is doing a great job, blocking for him.
Yeah.
I mean, they're moving some big boys out of the way.
Play clock winding down. There's the snap. It's a play action. He's going to throw it underneath to Brooks. Brooks makes the catch. Brooks is going to make a man miss. Brooks lowers his shoulder and goes across the 30 down to the 29-yard line.
Brooks with the reception in the carry.
That was a pickup of about 5 yards.
Yeah, 2nd and 5 for the Coyotes.
If there wasn't a guy, he had a chance to score if that other defender wasn't there.
Oh, yeah. There's the snap. He's looking right. Now he's going to unload it to the far side and going up and making the grab is Steens, but hold on. There's a flag back at the line of scrimmage. It's going to be a hold against the Coyotes. Steens makes a heck of a grab on the far side beyond the first down marker, but it's going to be marked back 10 yards.
That was a great catch.
Sure was. He went up and battled with the defender and was able to pull it in. I don't recall seeing the hold, but sometimes I'm not looking for those.
Well, when the referee, the white hat, when he
Uh-oh. Check our broadcast, David. Are we still on?
yeah,
Says we're still on. All right.
I mean,
Says that we're broadcasting.
yeah.
2nd and 14 for the Coyotes. McNair going to dump it under the middle to the screen, and it's dropped.
Screen pass.
Man, it was there. They had something going with that screen, and Dubar just dropped it. The 3rd and 14 for the Coyotes.
And that hurry up offense, I wish they'd get that together because that works.
Yeah, it
That-
does. 1:14 remaining. There's the snap. McNair looking right. They're coming with a blitz. Now he's going to unload it deep, and it's going over the head of Steens and incomplete. Oh, they were coming with a blitz. and he had to unload it.
And he was a pretty good pass, but it was thrown over his head. He didn't have a chance to catch it.
Yeah. You know what? And they needed that screen. I mean, you don't get many opportunities, and you're not going to get second chances in a game like this. They've got to make the most of every opportunity. That screen pass, that was set up. That was at least 10 yards. And if anything else, it's going to be 3rd and 4. It's going to be timeout for Melissa with 1:08 remaining in the first half.
Second timeout called by the Cardinals.
All right, so we're back. It's 4th and 14. Coyotes getting ready to punt. Vega comes out onto the field. And alive. All right, and Melissa is not in punt return formation at all. Looks like they don't believe this is happening. There's a snap. Vega will punt it. End over end kick. It's going to bounce at the 20. Take a Melissa bounce, but it's going to be secured there. Is that Brown?
Number 18.
Number 21
Number
yard
18? I can't tell. That's
Jay
Brown.
Jackson.
Yeah,
Number
thank you.
18.
All right, the ball's going to be marked down at the 21-yard line. That's where Melissa will take over with 58 seconds remaining in the first half. All right, so the Cardinals are coming back out. Pretty sure they are looking to score.
Yeah, they're not going to let up.
No, I mean, they've been hitting gobs of yards underneath, so it'll be interesting to see how they're going to play this coverage. There's a snap. Quarterback looking far side. Pump fakes. Now he's getting chased. They're closing in on him. He's going to throw it back to the sideline. Number 19 makes the catch. He's going to plow ahead and out of bounds. See where they're going to mark him out. That's going to be Melissa first down.
Man.
Yeah, he had nowhere to go, and he came back, and number 19 just stepped right over there and made the catch. That's a big kid, too. He's pretty tall. First down for the Cards. There's a snap. Quarterback looking left, pump faking. Now they get the pressure on him. Now they're closing in on him. He's going to throw it toward the sideline and out of bounds. All right, that was finally they got some good pressure over there. That was
he was elusive though. I mean, he
sure
had a hand on him.
That was number 96.
One of our big boys.
Yeah. 2nd and 10 for the Cards.
They go up to the ball and snap it.
Yeah. There's a snap. Quarterback looking right. Throws it back underneath. Number 19 makes some moves, spins around, and they hold on to him. And
he's in bounds.
He's
so
in
the clock
bounds.
does not stop.
Yeah, that's going to be a first down for Melissa. 30 seconds remaining as they move the chains. Ball in the 30. Ball's on the 43-yard line. Quarterback back looking. Quarterback double pumps. Now he goes down the sideline and making the grab is number 19. All those times he stayed underneath. That time he went over the top and makes the grab. So he's been giving him the cushion, and he was nowhere near to be found on that one. Unfortunately, first down for the Cards with 13 seconds remaining. Quarterback looking left. He's going to fire it to the middle, and it's just out of the hands of number 13, just ahead of him.
Just ahead of him.
All right. 9 seconds left. Ball on the 30-yard line. Let's see what kind of coverage Coyotes are going to come out with. Looks like it's going to be another timeout for the Coyotes. It's their last timeout.
Can't take him to the locker room.
No. Unbelievable. Well, they're trying. They're fighting. But yeah, he fired that rocket over there to number 13 as he was shooting across the middle, just ahead of him.
Yeah. They are Melissa's offense is moving almost too fast for the chains, for the referees.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they know what they're doing. They know where they're going. I mean, I think they already know the play, before they're even set. So it's man, they are blowing and going. But yeah, the Coyotes still look a little confused defensively. Against Paris, they had a great defensive scheme that worked for the offense Paris was running. For Melissa's offense, I mean, these guys are they already know what the next play is before they even run the first play.
Right. So they're out here. They got 9 seconds.
They got two deep safeties.
I would almost think they're going to go for the end zone.
All right, quarterback back. No pressure. They're going to throw it to the sideline, and they're making a grab. Finally, he's going to make another man miss and leans inside the 20, and that's going to be it for the half. At least the Coyotes prevent them from scoring. But right now the score is Melissa Cardinals 21 and Coyotes 6. Jamison Adams coming up a bit limpy out on that play. We're going to halftime.
It's halftime, Coyotes. We'll be back to recap the first and second quarter and give you the scores from the rest of the district.
Foo Fighters, Thunderstruck by AC/DC, and Fly Away by Lenny Kravitz. Drum Major Autumn Pell, is your band ready? Keith Murphy, our Deputy Superintendents, Dr. Robert Rich and Kim Bodeker, the Melissa Booster Club, and our awesome band parents for their unwavering support.
Now, introducing your 2021-2022 Anna High School Varsity cheerleaders. Senior Jordan Davis. Senior Olivia Morrison. Senior Co-Captain Jasmine Reyes. Senior Captain Abby Kate Snodgrass. Junior Trinity Barrage Kendrick. Junior Mariah Gonzalez. Junior Harley McLean. Junior Alicia Portlock. Junior Savannah Short. Junior Haley Vett. Junior Mackenzie Vett. Junior Haley White. Sophomore Ava Harmeyer. Freshman Paisley Martin. Freshman Savannah Wildman. And your cheerleader of the week is Haley Wyatt.
Baby.
evening, ladies and gentlemen. Anna High School is proud to present the 2021 Anna Coyote Marching Band. This week, the Coyote Bandsmen of the Week are the seniors. This week's section of the week is the trombones. Tonight, the Coyote Marching Band will perform their competition show entitled Heart of Gold, Part 1, Ecstasy of Gold, featuring soloist Jacob Groves, and Part 2, called The Mountain, featuring soloist Jamie Smith on horn, Rose Jaramillo on clarinet, and Dallas Meter on trumpet. Part 3, Heart of Gold by Neil Young, featuring soloist Kevin Medina on alto saxophone, and Part 4, Joy. Under the field direction of assistant drum majors Jacob Groves, Ellie Wolf, and head drum major Abby Mickelway, put your hands together for your Anna Coyote Marching Band! school band the best of luck in their upcoming competitions. Justin Wallace is the director of bands for Anna ISD. Assistant directors are Austin Snow, Nancy Davis, Marcus Lutz, Christina Villieu, and Alexandria Waddy. Please join the Anna Band Boosters here at Coyote Stadium on Saturday, October 23rd at 7 p.m. for a family movie night featuring the classic Hocus Pocus. Admission is $3 per person and concessions will be available. Please also visit the band's website at annacoyoteband.net. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram by searching Anna High School Band. Thank you once again for your support of your award-winning Anna Coyote Marching Band.
I'm 232 pounds.
Yeah.
You know, their offensive line is pretty stout, and their defensive line is pretty stout as well.
Yeah, their quarterback's getting a lot of time back there because, man, guys are
so
massive.
we're kicking off in the second half.
Yep, kicking towards the southern end zone.
I would imagine that the locker room was full of guys we need to stop making mistakes.
Yeah.
That Jonathan Brown doesn't have a rear end.
All right.
He wouldn't if I was the coach.
Yeah, Justin Amon's going to kick off from the 40-yard line. There, 3 deep back there. All right, there's the boot. It is spiraling into the 15. He's going to run to the near side, makes a man miss. Now he's going to run up the middle. He's got a man to beat, and looks like Stewart and C.J. Miller both escort him peacefully to the 40-yard line.
I don't know about peacefully, but yeah, they had him. If it wasn't for those two guys, I
thought he was going to be gone because it was just the kicker left, but those two made sure that he wasn't going any further.
Exactly.
And there's a flag, of course. All right. Be interesting
And
to
then
see.
the sideline judge has to come over and say, "Oh, by the way, did you see that bug over there?"
Personal foul.
Personal foul against the card.
First down. So they're going to mark 15 yards backward from the 40. It should be the 25 or the 26. I'm going to say the 26-yard line. First down for the Cardinals. They got those 2 receivers on the far side. They are stacked over there. Be an interesting play.
Back to back,
Yeah.
literally.
Interesting.
Is it?
We got Bono on this lower side. It's now the running back's going to take off to the far side. He gets a head of steam. Now he's going to break to the outside into Coyote territory where he's finally wrestled down by Steens and Stewart. Oh, man. Big head of steam from that tackle on the outside.
And C.J. Miller had a piece of that pie, too.
Oh, yeah. It's first down for the Cardinals from the 48 of the Coyotes. There's another give to number 12. Once again to the outside, runs into a man and plows his side. It'll be first down for the Cardinals again, and there's a flag.
There has to be that probably has to be a
Unsportsmanlike.
unsportsmanlike conduct. Yeah, that was. You saw a coach come out there and pull him off the field.
Yeah.
So not sure. Of course, they have to have a conference. 12 minutes.
When you see it, you know. I mean, we know what it is right away.
It's kind of like, did you see that, George? No, I didn't, Fred. Did you see that? Yeah, I
Well,
saw
why'd
it.
you throw?
The call? I don't know. What's the penalty call? I don't know. What do we do? You know, they're marking the ball off before we even know what the penalty is.
To take it back to the 45.
Unsportsmanlike conduct.
That's a big.
That is a big one. The spot of the foul, so.
All right,
Which
ball
was-
marked at the 39-yard line. So it's going to be 2nd and 6 for the Cardinals.
The
It's going to be
40,
first down.
the 44-yard line.
They're going to give them the first.
You said 39 at 40.
Is it? Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, 44. Thank you.
That's all right.
There's a snap. It's quarterback's going to keep it on the outside. Now he runs back to the middle. He's going to get swallowed up. Maybe a gain of 2 on the play.
Whole pack of Coyotes on that tackle.
Yeah,
Nadofor, he went to run that direction and was standing right
Yeah,
there.
he
so
shut him down.
He
Yeah,
turned back and he got,
Yeah.
picked up maybe a yard.
and that's how you make containment. That's how you.
That's exactly right.
2nd and 8 for the Cardinals. Quarterback throwing to the right side, and the receiver never even turned around.
He was
Blocking, it looked like.
That's what I thought. Yeah, that's maybe what he thought too.
And now he's going to the sideline because I'm pretty sure he had what was.
Clue, and that's okay.
Yeah, that's fine for us.
That's right.
3rd and 8 for the Cardinals. There's a snap. Quarterback looking right, throwing right, and once again there's that cushion, and they pick up a first down
Goodness
inside
gracious.
the 30.
Goodness gracious.
Had to make it to the sticks, and there was nobody near him. First down for the Cardinals is marked on the 20. Yeah. All right, quarterback back looking. He's throwing it deep to the wide. Fly his way right into the end zone. There was no one even covering him in the secondary.
Nobody.
Nobody. Yeah, that they got that cushion on the outside one. And I don't know. Maybe they need to cover it differently. Either put a safety over the top, go 2 safeties back. They need to do something for because right now the corners look a little shaky.
Robertson is getting burned just about every time.
Yeah, but I mean, either keep them in the flats and put a safety over the top, or swing a linebacker or something out to that side. The kick is up, and it is good, and the Cardinals go up by 22 points, 28-6.
They came out and played some football.
Yeah. I mean, they even with the 2 penalties, they bounced right back and scored a touchdown. It's wow. But yeah, I think they found something over there on the left side of the Coyote defense.
Well, it's the
They had no.
it's the weak weak side. It's
Yeah.
I don't want to pick on a specific player, but Robertson needs to step his game up, and he needs to do a better job at covering that side of the field.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if it's man or zone, but yeah, the number 5 for the Cardinals ran right through the middle, and there was no one even picked him up.
And he took off like a rocket.
Oh yeah, but yeah, they need to either go man or stir up their zone just a little bit. But yeah, there was nothing that for the Coyotes. Melissa picks up the touchdown. 10:26 remaining, and they're about to kick it off. Let's see what this kicker does. He's pretty fascinating.
He's a big boy too.
Yeah, he's a big boy, but man, he just all right.
There
pops
it is.
in the air. It's called for.
Right
he
at
catches
the
it 31.
31-yard line.
That's Brown.
Yep. 31-yard line.
All right, so Coyotes will take over right there. Let's see if they can get that offense moving again.
They'll put that ball down at the 31-yard
Yep,
line.
number 90 is the kicker. He's a junior. He's 5'9", and he weighs 0 pounds. That's what the data sheet says.
I'm not going to comment on that one.
He's kind of a big boy, though.
Yeah, that's what I mean. 0 pounds is. Anyway, first down for the Cardinals. Sorry, first down for the Coyotes. There's a snap. It's going to be a give to Dubar. Dubar is going to fight his way up the middle, makes his way to the 35-yard line.
Now, Dubar running up the middle, he has done a good job. I mean, he's gaining, 4 or 5 carry. There's a few times where he's been shut down at the line of scrimmage, but
for the most part, he's at least picking up 3 yards.
And he's good at. I mean, he's good at that. I mean, that's you can count him.
Snap, McNair looking right. He gets pressure on him, and making the grab is Brown as he fights his way near a first down for the Coyotes. It's going to be about a yard short.
I think
the 40 and the 40 first down. Well, just shy of the first down. That's going to be second and third and inches. Third and inches.
Yep, maybe a foot.
There's a give. Should pick up the first down easily as he plows his way forward across the 40.
Like I said, he's good for 3 or 4 yards every time.
Oh yeah.
First down.
So the ball should be marked at the 43-yard line. First down, folks. All right, Brown goes to the far side. Steens comes to the right side, the near side. They're going trips to the left. Dubar, the set. First down for the Coyotes. Leave it deep. Steen's got a man beat, and it's just outside of his grasp over there by the 30-yard line.
Yeah, that was right on his fingertips, but that defender was on him in his pocket.
Yeah, he was on him.
If he'd his lobbed, it was perfectly thrown. He would have caught it if it had been on the money and he would have made a first down. But
maybe died at 8:58 remaining in the third. Coyotes are going trips to the left. There's a snap. It's a give to Dubar. Dubar picks his way through the middle, plows his way across the 45 down to the 46, maybe the 47. They're going to mark him at the 46. Third down for the Coyotes.
Again, a gain of 3.
I really like to see number 44 in there, just because he runs so angry.
He does. He's
like a power back. Dubar, a little bit more speed, but he does have a little power. Third down for the Coyotes.
Almost like a fullback, right?
Yeah. Melissa backs out. McNair's going to scramble to his left. He's got a man open on the far sideline, making the grab. Is that Brown fighting his way? And he should be near the 43 or the 42-yard line. They're going to mark him down at the 40.
Left side, number 88, Brown.
Down for the Coyotes. Excellent way to hold on to that as he's getting tackled by all those Cardinals.
Yeah, that was a good catch.
There's the snap. Play action. Throws it just over the hands of Brooks in the flats. Wow.
He'd have got a first down on that one.
Oh, yeah. He had room.
They spread out the backers.
Yeah.
And they're playing with no safety.
Exactly.
Not one.
Second and 10 for the Coyotes. There's the snap. He's throwing it back to Blakely, and Sincere makes the man miss and leans forward, gets to about the 41-yard line. I'm sorry, that's not the 41. That is the 36.
Blakely.
Third and 4 for the Coyotes.
I think that's his first.
Not keeping track of on the side.
That's where we need that statistician guy, that screen.
All right, play action. Nope, it's going to be a give to Dubar, who's going to fight his way near a first down for the Coyotes. He's going to make his way down to the 31. That should be a first down.
Yep, he's moving the chains. First down. I mean, you look at the instant replay there. I mean, he drug 62 and 40.
Coyotes still trailing by 22 with 7:12 remaining. First down for the Coyotes at the 31.
I mean, these are 200-pound plus guys.
Oh yeah, these boys are big, like we discussed.
He drug them a few yards.
There's a snap. It's a give back to Dubar. Dubar fighting his way to the 30. May not have made it back. Maybe got a yard on the play. Gain of 1. 2nd and 9 for the Coyotes. No gain.
No, he got stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Gonna go with Twins on both sides.
One of the few times that he didn't gain any yard.
Melissa putting all their players back to the box. Now they're going to shift over.
They made that shift.
There's a snap. McNair's going to throw it underneath to Brooks. Brooks makes a man miss, but gets tackled right there at the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 10 for the Coyotes. They need to go vertical just a little bit more.
Well, they're running sideways.
Yeah. And this is a quick defense. And defensive back cover a lot of territory. 3rd and 10 for the Coyotes. They're going trips to the right. They're showing blitz. Snap. McNair's got to get rid of it. They're closing in on them, and they're going to get them right there. It's going to be sacked right near the 40-yard line. Yeah, he had 2 guys deep, and he had Brooks in the flat. It's going to be a loss of about on the 4th and 17 for the Coyotes.
Not sure what they're going to do here. I mean,
Looks like they're going for it.
38-yard line.
Yeah.
I mean,
where else are you going to punt it?
Go to the sideline pass like you did the one you scored the touchdown with.
Yeah. There's the snap. McNair looking deep. They're sending an extra man. McNair double pumps. Deans is fighting his way to the and it's incomplete. My goodness. He had 2 guys in the area and came up for it at around the 3-yard line.
I think that was part of the confusion.
Deans and Brooks were both down there, and
they
it landed between them.
almost ran into each other.
Yeah.
Not sure if that was a design play or not. It confused the defense, but it didn't work.
It confused the offense just a little bit. To be first down for Melissa on the 38-yard line.
I would have gone for it too.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that was the play. Unfortunately, he had too many receivers, and you have too many receivers, you have a lot of defenders. There's going to be off 2 back on the right. Now he's got Adams can't pull him down. Number 12 is the last man to beat, and Melissa's going to score. He cannot contain that outside. That running back is having his way on the left side of the Coyote defense.
Yes, he is. Well, that was on the right side, or the left side of the defense.
Left side of the defense, right side for the offense.
Jamison Adams had him.
Yeah, and he couldn't wrap him up.
Couldn't wrap him up.
But yeah, whatever they're seeing on that side, it is allowing them to just whatever they want to on that side. He gets it to the middle and bounces it out, and there's nobody. I don't know if the linebacker's not there or if they're doing a great job sealing that up.
Right.
But they were there.
They have a different field goal kicker out.
That's the main guy.
Yep.
And he blasted through. So the score now is 35 to 6 in favor of the Cardinals. 4:49 remaining.
In the 3rd quarter.
Yes, sir. But yeah, Anna, they're making those same little mistakes. Defensively, really contain the run.
Well,
I say that's all they have to do.
But at the end of the day, they're scoring touchdowns on the left side.
Yeah. Of the defense.
The weak side.
The weak side. Yeah. They're throwing it. They're running it. Everything is over on that side.
They're taking advantage of that.
Yeah. Some sort of weakness see that they can take advantage of on the left side of the defense, either by air or by land.
Well, we know part of the weakness.
Yes, but whatever it is, they need to either get a safety over there or an extra linebacker. They need to, get some help on that far side. But and offensively, They stretched the field on 2 of those plays. Both of them were incomplete, but they got to hit them.
Now we have 48 kicking the ball.
And then side end over end, and Steens fair catches it around the 27-yard line. So Sean Steens with the fair catch. They're going to mark the ball at the 27, 28, 27. Coyotes going with trips on the left side. There's a snap. McNair looking right. He's going to heave it. Steens is getting tied up.
There's
going to be pass interference on that time.
That's pass interference.
Yeah, number 15
Big
that time was too close to him.
I wish for our sake that the pass interference is at the spot of
where
the
the ball
pass
is.
interference was, but
I think
it
it's just
isn't.
a 15-yarder.
15 yards, and it's
You know what? If they're going to cover him like that, then I'd keep throwing it there. I mean, Jonathan Brown has had some success early with that play, and if it wasn't for the penalty early, who knows what this score could look like. But that being said, first down for the Coyotes. Chains have not yet moved. They're waiting. Ball's going to be marked on the 42.
Now, wait a minute. That's
Should be a 15-yarder.
a 10, I guess.
10-yard. Okay, 10-yard penalty. Either way, first down for the Coyotes. They're going trips to the left. There's the snap. McNair looking, throws it to Steens. Steens gets a block. He's in his way. He's going down the sideline. Steens to the 40, outside the 30, makes a man miss and steps out of bounds to the 25-yard line.
Oh, yeah.
First down for the Coyotes. And that's what Sean Steens can do once he catches the ball and he gets into open space.
They pulled their.
Is there a flag on the play?
I know of.
I don't know. I saw the referee reach in and grab the flag, but I'm not sure what.
So they did that out pass, and they had 3 blockers.
Yeah.
And he took off. Perfectly executed again.
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was going to be a touchdown, but Melissa, they are fast. First down for the Coyotes, ball on the 26-yard line. McNair in the shotgun. He's got trips on his left. There's a snap. It's going to give it to Dubar. Dubar making a min miss and spinning around, getting down inside the 20. Second and 3 coming up for the Coyotes with 4:17 remaining. Coyotes trail by 29.
Let's pull the offense. Let's do the hurry up offense. Let's get this done, guys.
Tell you what, this is right where I'd send it to Brooks in the corner from the trips. But now they're going to go trips to the right, not from the left. Well, now they're going to call them back to the left.
Both at the same time, simultaneously.
Yeah, Steens is one-on-one on the near side. That's where I would go. I'd send him deep. But let's see what he calls. There's a snap McNair looking. He's going to throw it underneath to Dubar. He's going to get wrapped up in a screenplay. Man, they had that one bottled up.
That was right over the top of the right guard or the right
That's
tackle.
First down for the Coyotes.
That's right.
Hey, you know what? That's all that matters. But yeah, man, they read that one perfectly, but he made the catch. Coyotes get a first down.
I'm surprised he caught it.
Yeah,
I mean,
that last one he dropped, and it was right in his lap.
There was a lot of people in his little space there.
Yeah, great concentration by Dubar. First down for the Coyotes. There's the snap. McNair looking left. He's going to throw it out to Brown, who spins around, makes the grab, and then is thrown down. Probably a gain of 1 or 2 on the play.
No,
They said he got about 4. Okay, so he was thrown back.
Right.
Hey,
Thank you.
important thing is he catch the ball.
Right. He caught the ball.
Second down for the Coyotes. They got starts trips to the right side. There's the snap. It's going to be a give to Dubar up the middle inside the 10-yard line, maybe just to the 10. Be third down for the Coyotes.
Picked up a couple of yards.
Yeah, maybe about 2.
But it's third down.
3rd and 4. This is 4th down territory. Coyotes still get a first down without scoring, but they've got to get to the 6. Ball on the 10. 2:07 remaining in the third quarter. McNair gets the snap. McNair looking right. He's going to throw it to the middle. Brooks makes the catch. Brooks leaning down. That should be at least a Coyote first down. He makes his way to the 2.
Caught the ball, went out of bounds, hit the ground, ball came out, but they
That's a completion.
that's the completion. There he is, back to pass.
They need to go hurry up down here, but hey, you know what? Brooks has been the most reliable receiver so far. They're going trips to the right. This is interesting. He's got a single high. He's got Jonathan Brown way up top. I'll tell you, that's where I'm going if I'm McNair, but looks like the linebacker's a free run at him. There's a snap. He's going to put it up high. Brown's going to spin around, and it is too far. You know, he threw it too far out the back. He should have thrown it more towards the to the left, out by the C. He threw it to the back of the pylon. It was like a jump ball, but unfortunately, yeah.
That was a way. But he had the defender burnt.
He did. He just the ball was, you know, out the back of the end zone. It should have been more toward the sideline. So it's going to be second down. Ball is on the 2-yard line. Anyway, this is where the hurry up. You just run up there and quarterback sneak that thing.
I agree.
All right. He's going trips tight on the right side. He's looking. He's about to get hit. McNair scrambles. McNair's got to run for it, and he's going to get in for
touchdown.
the touchdown for the Coyotes.
Touchdown for the Coyotes. They had those guys spread left and spread right. There was a hole. I mean, hole. There it is, right there.
That was a hole big enough for Moses and the children of Israel to walk through.
That's right.
But yeah, Brown was up at the top, and he scrambled out of the way, and then everyone else was sold on the right, and there was a few blockers in the middle, and he just ran right up the middle. But great run by getting notes on the scoreboard. Now they're going to attempt to. Well, they're going for 2.
They are going for 2.
This time they know they're going for 2. They're not going for a touchdown.
Right.
All right, he's going trips to the right. Same formation as last. Now there's a flag.
Sure.
Is it delay a game?
No, there is no.
Yeah, there's the delay a game.
There is no delay game.
Yeah, that's what they're calling.
Oh, wow.
Maybe they weren't sure if they made a touchdown. I mean, you know, the first one nobody knew. It was a secret. All right, play clock's down at 19, so this time it won't be a secret. But Coyotes coming back out there. He's got trips on the right side. McNair in the shotgun. Brown single at the top of the formation. And there's a snap. McNair looking left. He's getting blitzed. He's going to dump it to DeBreezy. He's going to get tossed around and thrown back in the backfield.
Yeah, that
that had no chance.
I think broken play.
That was a bad play. But right now the score is Coyotes 12, Cardinals 35. He had tripped to the right. That's where I would have gone. Guy make a play.
I don't know if he was.
Well, there was no blockers over there.
Yeah. I don't know if that was supposed to be kind of a toss out, flip pass or.
Yeah, the only person over there was Jonathan Brown, and he's got a corner on him, so you got a linebacker and a defensive end closing in on you. There's nothing happening on that side.
Don't know if that was an RPO or.
Yeah, not.
I mean, he tossed it. I mean, he tossed it to him when there were
5 guys on him.
Exactly.
You're better off dropping and trying to do a drop kick field goal.
Yeah, I don't know if you can even do that anymore.
That was Vinny Testaverde.
Yep, I remember that. Vinny, good old Vinny.
1:38 remaining in the third quarter. Coyotes about to kick it off. Justin Amon sends it end over end, inside the 20, back to the 10. The returner's coming. Run to the middle, bounce to the outside, makes a man miss. Now he's going to fight his way. He's going to spin around, loses the ball.
Oh, my goodness gracious.
That's
oh,
Stewart.
yeah.
Score.
That's
Touchdown,
it.
Coyotes.
Touchdown. Defensive he stripped the ball and took it in for a touchdown. Wow.
He lost that one on the replay, and, well, hey, sometimes mistakes ball in your favor.
Wow. That I didn't even. I'm like, what the heck? And then all of a sudden,
I just see everyone running. And Stewart, Grayson Stewart, picks it up and scoops it. And what call is this? They didn't say you can't advance. What is this? That's a penalty. Oh, of course, there's a flag. But you can't advance the kickoff return anymore.
well, first of all, the guys.
They're going to kick it off again.
What?
So apparently, it's a penalty on the Coyotes. There'll be no touchdown, although they got to remove it off the scoreboard. So it's a 5-yard penalty.
What was the penalty? I'm
Not sure, but they called a penalty.
Looking for a single now.
Oh my goodness gracious. Well, Coach Parr isn't losing his cookies, so apparently.
Yep, so now they kick it, and it goes from the 20. He's going to get a head of steam running up the middle, and he's going to get tripped up just shy of midfield. Wow.
Man, I have to tell you, there was a touchdown. We think that it was a touchdown. We took the ball out of the guy's hands and ran it in for a touchdown, and that's not a touchdown. Not quite sure.
What penalty? Doesn't mean it's a penalty on the kicking team, but of what?
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Minute 12 in the third quarter. Thought we had a touchdown, but I guess we didn't. We had to kick it over. I'm going to have to ask one of the coaches what that was all about.
Sending the man in motion, number 13. There's the snap. They're going to give it to the running back, and number 21 busts free into the secondary, and he's going to easily pick up a first down for the Cardinals. He's pretty fast, and there's something they're seeing over on that side of the field.
Well, Robertson's the one that made the tackle, but they're advancing the ball big time on that side of the field.
Yeah, they haven't ran it once to the left. They've been running. Now they're going to throw it to that side, and there's a big cushion. He's going to make a man miss and get tackled for a first down inside the 30. So, the left side of the Coyote defense is they are exploiting it for pretty much whatever they want on that side. There's a snap. Quarterback looking right. He's blitzing. He's going to send it deep, and it just bounces off of the defender and incomplete.
It hit Cervani's head.
Yeah.
Helmet. Boom.
Right before the quarterback got rid of it, they came hot and heavy, and they gave him a whack, and that ball floated to the inside, and it hit Cervani right in the head. It'll be second down for the Cardinals.
It was a perfectly thrown pass, though.
Yeah. It's going to be he's going to throw it to the far side, and he drops it. All right, so on the left side of the defense, there's an incompletion.
Again, left side.
Yeah, left side. I mean, he was open, but he did drop that one. So it's 3rd and 10 for the Cardinals. Let's see if they're going to dial up another blitz. They're yelling for something. Quarterback back. He's looking to that side and makes the reception, and there's a first down. That time he didn't drop back, and now it's going to be 1st and goal for the Cardinals. Yeah, they're whatever they're seeing on that side, they are picking it. They are. All right, send a man in motion. There's a snap. It's a high ball. It's an after him. C.J. Miller. Now there's a flag goes throwing, and
would suspect holding.
That ball came out of there funny.
Yep, holding.
Holding on the offense. Yeah, that ball came flipping out from the center, and CJ had the quarterback dead to rights, and then apparently I guess he got held as he was going for the sack.
Well, they grabbed his jersey.
Yeah.
Kinda. Can't do that. You can, but you're going to get.
You can, but it's just.
That happens all the time.
Wait a minute. There's a hold. Where was the. Okay, but why is it there? It should be further back, shouldn't it? Wasn't it on the 5? Okay, I guess if it was on the 5, then yeah, that's 10. Right there on the 15. All right, 1st and 10. There's the snap. Quarterback back. He's looking right. He's throwing to that side and open. And there's a touchdown on the far side. Attacking that left side again.
Yep.
Yeah, got him with the back shoulder. He went in and then spun back out, which is what I thought we were going to call for Mr. Brown on our end of the field. So 15 seconds remaining in the 3rd quarter. And they're going for 2, and looks like they may have it.
Can't see.
Oh, can't see. There's a flag down, and it's going to be illegal formation. So they bump back about 5 yards. The ball's going to be on the 8. They will get a field goal. There's the snap. Ball's loose. Quarterback's running back. He's getting chased. Number 85. He's going to heave it into the out of the back of the end zone. Incomplete. So the extra point is no good. It was a bad snap, and defense made a play.
He actually listed on there number 1 as a quarterback.
Okay.
And as a receiver, sophomore, little 5'8", 148 pounds.
Yeah, well, the score right now is 40 Melissa and 12. Still would like to know about that punt return or the fumble return for a touchdown penalty.
Well, it wasn't a fumble.
What was it?
He took it out of his hands.
Well, so it's a strip fumble, but
It's not a
so he just stripped it.
He just took it right.
Took it right out of his hands. I'd just like to know.
At least that's what I thought. I mean, I was.
I still like to know what the call was that got it reversed.
Or why we had to kick it.
It had to be a penalty of some kind, but we never got a real answer, and it was 5 yards. So were they offsides when they kicked it off? I mean, that's the only thing I could think of.
I don't know. You got Melissa over there talking to the sideline judge.
Yeah.
Not even paying attention.
And we need to come up with a linebacker or something to help out on the Coyotes' left side of the defense, because they're getting all steep catch around the 31-yard line. That's where the Coyotes will take over with 15 seconds remaining here in the 3rd quarter.
They got that kicking stuff down pat.
Yeah, that kicker, he's pretty well, both of them.
It's a girl.
Both of the kickers are pretty good. I mean, they can, if you're able to angle, direction it, and pop it up like that, that's pretty good.
Every time.
Now they're going to give it to the 30. Questioning
Anna.
They've been spotting the ball. Yeah, Anna is her name.
Her name, and she's a senior.
All right, they're going to go with 10 in the box because Melissa McNair throwing out of the flats, and it's going to be incomplete as he tried to hit Sean Steens on the far side. Ball should have been up just a little bit higher. Bender wouldn't make the play. Comeback route. Going to be 2nd and 10 for the Coyotes with 9 seconds remaining. Going to go trips to the left side.
Go.
All 11 men in the 10-yard box. McNair right. He means fighting his way up the sideline, but it's out of bounds.
Telling you, that defender, he
was all over him.
He was in his front pocket.
But you know what? Steen should just turn his shoulders up. You know, if he's tripped, then that's a penalty. But I think because he was looking back and he had his arms out, that perhaps that doesn't draw a flag. But yeah, he was all over him.
Well, you can tell that pass that he did, it was a drop back, lob the ball.
Yeah.
So in theory, the ball is supposed to get to the receiver on a certain sideline, at a yard line. Didn't work.
There's a snap. McNair looking left, looking back right. He's going to throw it. It gets tipped up in the air and intercepted.
For 85. got the interception.
Yeah.
Don't know who tipped it.
No, it was it was tipped at the line of scrimmage, and then he just comes down with it.
Don't know if they're going to do
So
it.
that's going to be the end of the third quarter. Melissa 41, Anna 12. All right, we're back here in the fourth quarter. Anna trails 12 to 41. First down for the Card. Ball's on the 30-yard line. They're talking with the referees about something. Not sure what it is, but looks like Gasaway is in on the left side of the corner. And he is right there on number 80. Is that number 88? Yeah, he's right on him.
You got number 1.
That's the quarterback, yeah.
Quarterback now.
There's a snap. And he's getting chased, and he falls down, and that's going to be into that play. Loss of 3 on the play. Quarterback sack. First one for Anna tonight. Going to be 2nd and 14. There's a snap. There's going to be a handoff to the running back who plows ahead, and he's still on his feet, still going, fights his way inside the 30.
He's stopped by number 34.
Oh, Stewart. Yeah.
Usually where Stewart is, Miller is, and where Miller is, Stewart is most of the time.
Yeah. Man, he just lowered his shoulders and picked up about 6 or 7 yards on the play. Third down, 3rd and 8 for the Cards. Shotgun formation. He's got a single back and a tight end. There's a snap. He's going to hand it back to the running back. He's going to make a man miss. Still on his feet, fighting his way past the 35, and he's taken down. It's going to be 4th and 1, I believe.
DJ Miller initiated the tackle, and number 34 just jumped on the pile.
Yeah, Grayson Stewart. All right, 4th and 1 for the Cardinals. Looks like they're going for it. That's in the house. Quarterback's going to run it. Quarterback cuts up the middle. Quarterback is going to lean forward and get the first down inside the 20. Down to the 19-yard line.
You can see the quarterback. He is a sophomore.
Yeah.
He's 5'8".
Yeah, he's a little guy.
Yep.
But he looks like he's got a little bit of speed. But yeah, I would have sent the help on that one.
Yeah.
They're going to go trips to the left side, probably another handoff. There's the snap. He's going to follow. The quarterback's going to keep it right behind at the quarterback draw, and he's going to get down to the 14-yard line.
Yeah, he faked the handoff to his running back. He went right behind his running back.
Right behind him.
Followed him. Gained, probably 2 or 3 yards on that play.
He picked up 5 on the play.
Oh,
2nd and 5.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Let's see what they do this time. Quarterback's going to scramble right. He's looking. He's going to heave it toward the end zone, and there's nothing down there.
Not sure who he was throwing it to.
Well, there's nobody over there but the security guard. So,
and the pylon. Maybe he's throwing it to the pylon.
Yeah, 3rd and 5 for the
know.
Card. Yeah, there's nothing over there. No, it was a sprint out, and there was nothing happening. He's going to go with trips to the left side. Once again, they got an uncovered tackle on the right side. There's the give. He's going to throw right, and it's going to be incomplete, bringing up 4th and 5 for Cardinals.
Yeah, the pass was intended by 5. And
okay, hold on. There's a penalty, of course. This will be interesting to see, because what I see is an uncovered tackle on this far side, but it was the other referee who called the penalty. So probably on Anna, I would guess. No, well, looks like they might kick the field goal. They're going to kick the field goal.
I wish that the referee would. Tell us what the penalty is.
I'm sure what the penalty is. I wish they would tell us something.
It's all right.
They didn't even tell us, did they? Anyway, sorry. 4th down. The kick is up, and it is good.
Wow.
Great kick.
Field goal good.
So that brings the score to 44 Melissa, 12 for Anna, with 9:27 remaining in the ballgame.
You know, it looks like we made a few adjustments on defense.
Yeah.
You know, they're not playing
That
their
time and nine. If you do not drive up there this evening, and you're behind
they're not
on
playing
someone
their
to hit you,
first string guys
time to
anymore.
call
Yeah.
all your lines.
Well, I'll say this much: the Coyotes had 2 touchdowns taken off the board by penalty.
Yep.
I mean, I'm not saying that's the difference in the game, but you know, you start off with something like that. When you're taking points from yourself, when you're removing points from yourself, that's not a good thing, and that's not going to help.
Well, those kinds of things take the wind out of your sail.
Yeah, that changes the momentum and
Yeah, everything. Yes, it does.
you know, and you throw interceptions, you miss your coverage. Small little things begin to add up,
Yep.
and you cannot make mistakes in this game. You called it right off the bat before this game even started. You said you can't make mistakes, and too many.
Way too many.
Especially the ones that take the points off the
Well,
board.
I'm still perplexed about that one where he took the ball out of his hands and ran for a touchdown. At least I don't think it was a fumble, but
I mean, sprint, if anything else. Cervani's going to return this one inside the 10. Cervani up to the 15. Cervani gets ahead of speed. Cervani down to the 30. Cervani gets tripped up around the 35-yard line.
man, that guy,
Woo, man, he was hauling.
He was going. Had he not been tripped up by number 8, he would have scored a touchdown.
Yeah,
That would have
8
been
just dove at his aglets on his shoelaces and got him.
saved the touchdown.
Yeah. Coyotes go with trips to the left. See if they're able to get at least one more score. It's going to be a give to Dubar. Dubar is going to lower his shoulder and get wrapped up. Is that Dubar? Yes, it is.
Dubar gets the hand up the middle.
All right, picked up 2 on the play. It'll be 2nd and 8 for the Coyotes. I think. Yeah, they didn't even. I don't even think they attempted it, but. Second down for the Coyotes, 2nd and 8. 8:34 remaining. It's going to be a give to Dubar. Dubar's going to bounce on the outside. Dubar to the sideline. Dubar to the 40, down to the 30, and out of bounds.
Dubar with the carry right
They're going to mark them at the 30-yard line. First down for the Coyotes.
They run out of bounds.
Right now would be a great time to go no huddle, but we'll see.
I agree with you.
Yeah, I know they don't want to be in too much of a well, you know, it is what it is.
That's right.
All right, Melissa, they backed some of those guys out of the box. There's a snap. He's looking left, coming back right. He's going to hit Steens underneath. Steens going to make a man miss. Steens plowing his way to the first down and out of bounds inside the 20, down to the.
That was enough for a Coyote first down.
Yes, sir. They're going to mark it at the 20. They've been the spotting on these referees. Anyway, first down for the Coyotes. There's a snap. McNair is going to give it to Dubar. Dubar gets wrapped up in the backfield, but he's going to lean forward and make it back to the 20. 2nd and 10 for the Coyotes.
8 minutes, 11 seconds left in the game.
Yeah.
Again, Chris, you know, I said this last week. It's hard to talk about. It's hard to talk about the same stuff.
Yeah.
When we're making the same mistakes and
Well,
all
we
that.
made different mistakes tonight. All right, he's going to scramble. He's going to hit Brooks in the middle field. Brooks makes a man miss. Now he's going to fumble the ball, picked up by the Cardinals, and he's going to get tackled right there on the 22-yard line. And those are the type of mistakes you cannot make.
Yeah,
you cannot turn the ball over.
He got hammered. And
Right when you're about to score. Well, he spun around. You know, he went to try to make a good play when really, you know, he already had the first down. Unfortunate for the Coyotes, but yeah.
I don't see a flag on the field, but the
Referees are
referees are talking.
Yeah,
Probably asking each other where they're going to eat after the game.
that's the only thing left. That is the only thing left. Coyotes had.
They had great field position.
Yeah, I mean, that's the second
Really
turnover.
nothing wrong with that. It was just a good defensive play. I mean, he did the spin, and as soon as he spun, he got hit. Ball came out.
Yeah, I know he's trying to get a little bit more here. They already had the first down. It's going to be a slow handoff to number 17, who's going to get met in the backfield and taken down. All right, 7:30 remaining. Melissa with the ball, 2nd and 10 for the Card. But yeah, turnovers in the red zone.
Well, not so much. Well, it wasn't really in the red zone.
Well, just outside. Well, no, he did, but didn't it get? He brought it out to the 22. But man, I mean, I guess you never really want to turn the ball over anywhere, but you really don't want to turn it over when you're about to score. Quarterback looking left, and he's going to make a completion to the left side, and just let it bounce by Bono after picking up the first down. Had a little bit of room on that side.
But that was enough for a first down.
Yep. Ball's going to be marked at the 35-yard line. 6:54 remaining. Cardinals 44, Coyotes 12. There's the handoff. Nope, it's play action. He's going to hit the tight end running up the seams, uncovered, falling forward near the 45-yard line.
That was a good pass by that.
Yeah, he threw a bullet, and that guy just caught it and had the head of steam to keep moving.
Here they go with that hurry-up offense. I mean,
Yeah, they're going hurry up, and
They don't give the
ball
guy.
is a low snap. Quarterback rolling. He's flicking it deep. Gasaway did not make the play, but it's incomplete.
He had two defenders on him.
Yeah, that was good defense deep on that side.
Yep. On the left side.
On the left side, two different defenders, but still the play was made. Interesting. They're going. Well, they got. Okay, hold on. They got to get too many balls in the field. There we go. 2nd and 10. Low snap. It's a slow handoff to number 17, who gets to the outside and falls down where he's tackled there.
Yep.
And it's like rear.
See, Miller.
No number, is that 48?
Yeah.
42.
And DJ Miller was on right there. Third down.
3rd and 7 for the Card. 6 minutes remaining. Let's see if the Coyotes can get another stop. Cripps to the right side. Bono's coming over. They're going to go with, okay, there you go. There's the snap. It's a low snap. Quarterback scrambling right. Throws it to the middle, and it's intercepted by Bono. Great grab.
thrown right to him.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, we know he is an excellent corner, and he read that one and was able to pick it off.
He was paying attention.
That's helps pay attention sometimes.
Well, you know, with 5 minutes and 31 seconds left in the ball game, you're down by, 30 points. Maybe you can score a touchdown, get a little bit better redemption, something that would give the boys a little bit of sense of pride. They have played hard, but they've made a lot of mistakes.
Yeah. And it's going to be a false start, but the defense flinched first and the offense flinched. I'd really like to see the no huddle. I mean, because they're waiting there a little too long, I think. But
well, they can't give the defense time to set up. They need to do what it's being done to them, and that's just run up there and snap that ball. But they already know what they're going to do.
Yeah. First and 15 for the Coyotes. There's a snap. Play action is going to throw it underneath the Brown, who makes a catch, but it's probably going to be holding as the flag comes out. Personal foul, roughing the quarterback on the defense.
Oh,
hey.
That's 15 yards.
At the first down for the Coyotes. So it was first and 15. Now it's first down.
Automatic first down.
Tell you what, right now, it wouldn't be a bad time to stretch the field vertically just a little bit. But, I mean, if you look at it, they are playing back a little bit further than earlier. Earlier, they had 10 guys in that within 10 yards of the line of scrimmage. And they were just trying to throw the ball to the flats, trying to run it off tackle. And they weren't getting much success. And now they back off. They're not showing any signs of blitz. There's Ike going to play action. Oh, it's going to give it to Dubar, who plows his way ahead, close to the 50-yard line, makes his way into Melissa territory.
So they sent Moser completely out into the middle, the block for him, which he had a little bit of success.
Second and 2 for the Coyotes, ball on the 50-yard line. Shotgun formation. It's another give to Dubar. He's going to run to the left side, cuts it back up to the middle. That should be a Coyote first down. He makes his way down past the 45 to the 43-yard line.
That is enough for a Coyote first down.
4:34 remaining. See if they're going to go hurry up. Going twin receivers. McNair in the shotgun. Melissa's showing blitz. There's a snap. He's looking right, throwing, and it's too high for Brown on the far side.
McNair is off tonight.
Yeah, he's been throwing high.
Yeah, and he's either throwing it way too high or not on point.
Yeah. I think that hurry-up offense helps them get a little bit more focused. To me, it does. It seems like he's a little bit more sharp when they're playing their style of football.
Right.
All right, it's another give to Dubar. He's running left side, gets a great block down to the 30, out near the 25-yard line. That'll be a Coyote first down. They're going to mark him out at the 27.
Out of bounds at the 27-yard line. He picks up another.
They are moving the ball down the field.
Yeah. I just wish they'd move a lot quicker. 4 minutes remaining in the ball game.
I wish they'd have done this in the first quarter.
Yes.
But again, they did, and they just made a mistake.
Yeah, you get 10 yards, but you get called back on a hold. There's another handoff to Dubar. Dubar to the left side. There's another flag comes flying in. He was already past him, so probably coming back. First and 10, so should this make it first and 9? Don't you get a yard back like they did in Argyle?
Yeah.
You get a penalty and you pick up a yard. Holding. I really wish I understood how that worked, but maybe it's a spot time. So now it would be 1st and 15 for the Coyotes. Steens is on the far side, on the right. Brooks is going out there.
Go to the end zone.
It's going to be another handoff to Dunbar, who's going to fight his way down to the 30 near the 25-yard line.
Dunbar.
Going to be marked down at the
Makes his way down to about the
26.
26-yard line.
2nd and 9.
Yeah, 2nd and 9. You know, Melissa is shuffling people on and off the field, and the Coyotes were not. That's a great time to go no huddle.
Well, again, Melissa's up by,
Hey, I'm trying to
32
take
points.
any advantage.
So they're putting on some of their,
Yeah, they're playing their 2s and their 3s.
your younger one.
There's a snap. McNair looking right, looking back left. Is going to step him to the pocket, throws it high over Brooks's head, almost into a pack of
You had
Cardinals.
you had Brooks and 5 Cardinals.
Yeah, he found a soft spot in the middle, and McNair couldn't just hit him.
A little bit too high.
It should be 3rd and 9.
3 minutes and 8 seconds left in the game.
Shotgun formation. He's got twins on both sides. McNair takes a snap. Play action. Throws it outside to Brooks. Brooks is going to fight his way on the inside down to the 20, near a 1st down. Looks like he's going to be about 2 yards short. It's going to be 4th and 2 for the Coyotes.
Again, you got to go for it.
Absolutely. What are they? Uh-oh, they're a hurt
Referee
player.
timeout.
A hurt player down there. Cannot tell. It looks like no, it's a Coyote. Uh-oh. Is that Brooks?
No.
It is. He's rolling around.
Yes, he is. Not a good.
No.
This silence is because we're kind of waiting to see. He's still on the ground. Maybe just had a cramp. He's getting up.
He's back to his feet. Oh, he's going to need help getting off.
Oh.
Brooks, a little bit of pain. That means Mio going to come on. Oh, they're going to bring in Cody Vega. Hate to see that.
I do too.
Great receiver as Brooks is. Fast, shifty, he's powerful, plays with a lot of determination.
Yeah, he does.
4th and 1 for the Coyotes. There's a snap. He's going to give it to Dunbar. Dunbar is going to pick his way down the middle. Dunbar inside the 10, down to the 5, spinning his way to the 3-yard line. They're going to mark him at the 2. It's going to be 1st and goal for the Coyotes.
Yeah, man, he
took
plowed his
off.
way.
Yeah,
Yeah, he plowed his way through.
that may be his best run of the night right
Yeah,
there.
Yes.
They needed like 2 yards, and he picked up 12. 1st down for the Coyotes on the goal line. Going to give it back to Dunbar. He's going to lower his shoulder, and he's going to take a couple of cards into the goal line. Touchdown, Coyotes.
Touchdown, Coyotes.
Wait, check the flags.
Touchdown.
Okay.
No flags.
My goodness. So they're going to kick the extra point. Peyton's coming onto the field. C.J. Miller and Abram Greer. I know number 73 is happy. He was a bit disgusted. Lane White after that last turnover. Lane is 6'4", and he's a sophomore who's lived in Anna his whole life. They call him Lane Frost.
Lane Frost.
Yeah, and he is an offensive tackle.
Peyton there for the extra point.
There's a snap. High snap. Peyton they get it down, and she blasts it through.
She does.
All right, so Coyotes are able to put up 19 on the board against Melissa, 44-19. 2:21 remaining in this ball game.
A little more respectable.
Yeah. If they can force another turnover and, get into the 20s,
That'd be nice.
that would be great. I mean, unfortunately, we've had 2 touchdowns taken off the board due to penalties, and I'm just going to keep talking about that because that is, in a game like this, you need every single point you can get. And if they knew they had scored the first touchdown, they would have picked the extra point.
And it would be 20.
Yeah.
That, again,
That's a bit frustrating.
Sure is. When I went to the bathroom in between quarters, 2 of the guys, they were standing up there, and I looked at them and said, do you think we scored a touchdown? They're like, no, I thought we were out on the,
Yeah, I thought we were on the 1, and then they put it at the 3, which, given these the history of where they've been spotting the ball tonight, it didn't seem out of character. I just thought it was odd. And then when they went for the play, and then the referee said no good, I was like, oh, what's this all about? But yeah, I don't think the scoreboard knew they had it.
Yeah.
That was weird. Here's the kickoff. Justin Amon. He's going to punch it down to the 15-yard line. The returner's going to make his way to the outside, makes a man miss, stays on his feet. He's taking it up the sideline, across the 50 into Coyote territory. Now he's got 1 man to beat. They're trying to make a break for him. Now he's going to break free down to the 20, inside the 25, down to the 10, and into the end zone.
No flags.
Nope, that is why you kick the ball out of bounds.
That is a touchdown for Melissa.
Yeah, they got a little bit over 2 minutes left, but yeah, that is why you either onside kick it or, if you look at how Melissa does it, they punch it up in the air, so you have to call fair catch.
Right.
Or I've seen other teams, they kick the ball out of bounds and just take the 5-yard penalty.
Right.
You can't give up half 100 at home.
Nope.
Unbelievable. They, on something like this, what you have to do is, you don't give it back to their strength.
No, you don't.
And they didn't kick it that deep. Had it been towards the 10 or so, okay, fine. You give them further yards. But I think he came up near the 15 or the 20 and picked up that one, and then missed tacklings a Sioux, and it result is a touchdown. The kick is up, and it is good. So Melissa puts 51 on the board. Coyotes have 19.
I don't even know what to say.
Well, you're supposed to play until the whistle. You're supposed to fight all the way until the whistle. The body language from the 3rd quarter on has, been slow on the Coyote sideline and in the field of play. And sometimes this is the result. You make little mistakes and it becomes that snowball like we were talking about, and sometimes this is what happens. So they need to dig down deep, and for the next couple of weeks, remaining games, they've got to find themselves and get back to doing what they do best.
I agree.
And now they're going to get a chance to return it.
We've played Kaufman and Argyle.
Yeah.
Those are Kaufman, Argyle, and Melissa. Three toughest teams in the district.
Yeah.
Okay. I feel pretty comfortable that we will.
See, that's how you do it. That high.
They kick it way up there.
Yeah, kick it way up there. Let your tacklers get in between them.
Right.
And force them to fair catch it.
Exactly.
So the ball's going to be marked at the 28-yard line. First down for the Coyotes. 2:03 remaining in the ball game. Also showing blitz. McNair in the shotgun. Going to give the Dubar. Dubar's going to take off on the right side. Cut back to the middle. Dubar lowers the shoulder, gets hit near the 45 as he plows his way forward and gets pushed back.
He was met by number 3 that stood him up, but didn't knock him down. And then he had 4, 5, or 6 other.
Yeah, past the 35 to the 37-yard line. 2nd and 5. Maybe 2nd and how many seconds? Coyotes go back to the shotgun. He's got 2 receivers on each side. Backing out of the box. There's the fake to Dubar. McNair's going to scramble. McNair's going to keep it himself. McNair's getting chased. McNair with the stiff arm. Now he's just going to go down near the 31-yard line.
I thought maybe he was going to go for it.
I did too, or at least throw it. They lose a couple. I think it's 3rd and 2. He's going to give it to Dubar. Dubar's going to run it on the outside. Dubar lowers his shoulder, fights his way past the 45, and that's going to be a Coyote first down with 45 seconds remaining. Dubar slow to get up. He's going to make his way off the field. They should be bringing Jordan Tony. Jordan Tony comes on. There he is.
That's not good, Dubar.
Yeah. Coyotes trail by 31. First down. 29 seconds remaining. Melissa's dropping all the way back. There's a give to Tony. Tony's going to bounce to the outside, cut his way back up on the inside, past the 50, and there'll be 16 seconds left. That might be the end of the game. 11 seconds. And that should be it for...
Well, that is the end of the game. The score, the Cardinals 50, the Coyotes 19. This was a tough loss. It was a hard one. A lot of mistakes. Chris,
Yeah.
pleasure speaking with you, calling the game tonight, as always. We will see all of you next week. Good night. Sleep tight.
Coyotes.